Shoot. Ow. There's a little hole over here. Go to the fence. How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongomax Hawaii, the channel. Okay. Aloha, everyone. Is this working? Yes. Aloha, everyone. It is Sunday, August 2nd. Yeah. And I'm going to do a little old and new. Short read, no comment. Because it's Sunday. Someone had a objection of this. I think it was reading like, what do you think? Wait till someone really blah, blah, blah. So, okay, let's put this on. Yay color. Well, I did run it by in the past. Is reading randomly out of the Bible okay? Because I thought, well, you're just like randomly opening it. And a priest said, yeah, that's completely fine. You know, you don't have to have a verse and, you know, passage and verse beforehand. And, I'm looking up this. What are you doing? I think that person, I don't know. There's a lot of different channels that do focus on religion. And some of them get a little wacky for my taste. You know, people that come back from the afterlife and say, okay, yeah. But some of them have direct religion aspects, like the Lord talked to them. Jesus told me this. I was in it, and I'm like, no. To me, no. And then a lot of others, if they're not like a actual Roman Catholic priest or bishop or whatever, I don't really pay attention to that because it's just a lot of blah blah for clicks, and I don't do the evangelical. I have a thing to say, and then I have a Bible verse supporting it, or take that Bible verse and this is what it says. You know, I'm not going there. Just random read, no comment, and apparently reading stuff out of the holy meanings. It's about God. So reading stuff out of there, it kind of dispels evil stuff. So I've been told that. And I'm good with that. So we're going to do a little old and new. But a little vlog, I had to waste words on this. But little vlog, little news. I'm getting kind of reluctant to get out of bed and do this. But I think it's good practice, and it's giving me something to do. So it's good for me to kind of get up and do things, and I got medical protocol I gotta take care of. So, and I have a brother-in-law who's in town and wound up unexpectedly spending some time, and then he wanted to see in one of those. I have a couple real actual, the biological brothers. One's on the North Shore. He wanted to go up to the North Shore. So you want to go to the North Shore? He wanted to go today, Sunday, and I was thinking, okay, I won't do a video and go do that. And go see my other brother-in-law, and we'll go up to the North Shore. Then I finally called my brother on the North Shore, and he's like, oh no, bad idea. Sunday, just before school comes back. And it's like traffic jam going up there. And then it's gridlock traffic coming back. I'm like, it's like, you're going to spend almost half a day in traffic just to trap. So anyhow, I'm feeling a little better, but I'm still on my little protocol thing. And so off to the birdies. I don't know if they're coming back or not. So that's the vlog. Now the news.
Judy.
It's Judy. Yes, Judy. That's going on. The news. God, there's all kinds of stuff. The Iran war is going full force. Trump says he's backing off, and then it's full force. He's in the peace talks, and he's like, well, I don't know what he's talking about. And they're trying, and I think Trump told people, Americans in Iran, to get out of there. It's time to leave, which doesn't bode well when, you're telling Americans to leave. It's like, okay, now carpet bomb.
I want you to go.
Kill them all. He's playing that. He's playing the most, I can bomb them. And we're being depleted, the U.S. military, as far as weapons and stuff like that, strategic stuff, which diminishes the capability of supporting places like Ukraine, which should be supported, because Russia's going to come in and take over Europe. They're going to do it if they could. They would if they could. Russia's kind of diminished too, but Russia's still heavy on bombing Ukraine. And my friend, born there, is kind of tripping over going back there. I pray he's all safe and nothing bad happens. But they're still fucking bombing Ukraine. This is insane. And this is just bombing civilians. And now Trump is kind of following suit. First it's the bridges and stuff like that, and then it's like, okay, Americans evacuate Iran, like they're just gonna bomb it all over. And war is bad in the first place, but this isn't even self-defense or anything. And it's not about preventing them from having a nuclear weapon, because they were bargaining for them to reactivate uranium centrifuge enrichment. They were talking about that now, and that's where it was before, when they said they had nuclear weapon, and they kind of didn't, but they said they were close, and then they don't even have a missile that would reach U.S., maybe Israel. Israel's the one that's scared of Iran. And it's much like Bush going into Iraq and saying, well, we need an excuse to get that dictator and obtain the oil fields, because that was about oil. So the excuse was they have weapons of mass destruction, and they didn't. So they lied to Congress to get them to say okay to the war. Trump doesn't even lie to Congress to say it. Trump just does it and says foo-foo to Congress. They don't have a say in it. So that's the gas prices are going to get for a long time. Oil companies making big money. And then there's the midterm election snafu stuff. Seems to be, they're looking for Mitch O'Connell. He's still missing. He didn't show up at some Kentucky thing. And they're still like, yeah, Mitch is doing well. He sent another AI photograph. It's like, is it real? If he's okay and he's in rehab, he's gotta be able to put a little video camera and say, hello, I'll still be, sorry I couldn't make it to the thing. Sorry about the not votes. Actually, Democrats are not sorry about the not votes, because Mitch is responsible for keeping Trump in office and blocking impeachments and having Trump appointees for the Supreme Court and stuff, and blocking Obama Supreme Court. He's very supportive of anything Trump. So they're kind of happy about that, and they're wickedly scared of that he might be replaced from Kentucky by a Democrat, because he gets booze in Kentucky too. Like that. Anyways, blah blah. So let's do a little old and new, and I'm not being mockful with this, and It's serious. I'm just gonna do it the way I did it.
My way.
The name of it.
In nominis Dei Patre Filii Spiritus Sancti.
And where's my my thingy? Oh gosh. Random. Hold. Okay. There's the random. Okay. Alright. Okay. And what do we have here? Oh, go down right to the eyeball. We have Job. Great. Job. Job 4. Let's go over here. 4:10. Job. The roar of the lion, the voice of the fierce lion, and the teeth of the young lion are broken. The strong lion perishes for lack of prey, and whelps of the lioness are scattered. Now a word came stealing to me, my ear received the whisper of it, amid the thoughts from visions of the night, when deep sleep falls on mortals. Dread comes upon me and trembling, which makes all of my bones shake. Oh, okay. Okay, now, new, with a little bit of rubric, red letters, right? Maybe red letters here, nope. Try again. Oh, plenty of red letters here. Rubric, red letters, Jesus words. Matthew 23. Jesus denounces scribes and Pharisees. Then Jesus said to the crowds and to his disciples, the scribes and the Pharisees sit on Moses' seat. Therefore do whatever they teach you and follow it. But do not do as they do, for they do not practice what they teach. They tie up heavy burdens, hard to bear, and lay them upon the shoulders of others, but they themselves are unwilling to lift a finger to move them. They do all their deeds to be seen by others, for they make their phylacteries broad and their fringes long. They love to have their place of honor in banquets and best seats in the synagogues, and to be greeted with respect in the marketplaces, and to have all the people call them rabbi. But you are not to be called rabbi, for you have one teacher, and you are all students. And call no one your father on earth, for you have one Father, the one in heaven. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's not bad, just random. I'm not commenting on that. Okay. Oh, yeah. Speaking of news, we got a little bit here. They were one-on-one CNN interviewing with our health secretary, Robert Kennedy Jr. It was still the one that says all vaccines are bad. He listens to conspiracy theories, and he's doing our health department for the nation off of internet conspiracy stuff. And I can't stand his voice. Where's the roadkill? I flipped the food pyramid upside down, and now you can all eat roadkill. It's the best protein. I mean, the guy's crackers, and he's look, and they're worried about another pandemic because they're grilling Fauci again, trying to put. They're trying to just, you know what they're trying to do? It's not the pandemic. It's not COVID that came and went. It still kind of lingers around too, this COVID shot still. And it's not that, it's about when they had the debate over lockdown and mask wearing and don't tell me what to do and freedom versus real science thinking of preventing it from spreading and saving millions of lives. It's about that controversy where it's the Democrats made it worse. The Democrats are telling us that taking away our freedom, they made it political. And when they made it political, they screwed up everybody. And a lot of people, if they followed, I mean, Fauci was just doing, the doctor kind of recommendation, like social distance, wear mask, and that makes science sense. But they're saying no to that, and Kennedy Jr. was saying, well, they asked him how we're going to prevent the next pandemics. We got to listen to the doctors in the roots, in the grassroots, out there on the front lines. Those doctors, we got to listen to them and see. So, and have what they say posted on the internet and listen to them. So, once again, there's like one or two people posting on the internet, and he's gonna base stuff on that. So, goodbye. Yeah. Anyways, we got Hawaii news too. Oh, look. Oh. Well, I'm sorry. That's not. I'm losing light. I'm waking up to it. Sorry for being long. There. Thanks for watching. If you do. If you don't, you won't hear this. Hawaii news. Oh, and one more thing. This, like Friday or something, this Friday is the 3-year anniversary of the Lahaina WildFire, where all of Lahaina burnt down and they're just getting back. And that's also a 3-year, the same day I had a sepsis crisis and I almost died. So that happened, and I'm in the hospital and I hear about Lahaina WildFire. So it's burned and connected in my head now. Oh gosh, all these troubles I'm having now. The long road home, no joke. So they opened up the front street, which is the main, it's like the Waikiki of Lahaina. It's really small. Lahaina just has one road going through it. I have a friend over there that does a boat tour thing, diving and snorkeling. Captain Woody, if you're ever in Maui. Captain Woody said, Lahaina WildFire survivors are carrying emotional scars awaiting permanent housing. They're still trying to build the housing, but they've opened up a lot of stuff, and it's going to be 3 years. Oh, yay! But then it's like some buildings are still ruined. One of our politicians had too many terms, so he had to be taken off our ballot, the election. And they're like, nope. But he's like, but the first thing wasn't all the way. He's contesting it. So, yeah. What else is going on? The Luke conspiracy, our lieutenant governor, who's definitely indicted with a couple of others about bribery, corruption charges.
Can you help me?
Oh, it might encourage the Democrats. Discourage the Democrats. Whatever. We have a landfill, the dump, and they're trying to find a place for a new dump to open up because people in Hawaii throw out stuff all the time. They're waiting for voting, but Hawaii is so mail-in voting. There's not going to be that many people. I'm still waiting, but they're preparing for voting day for the primaries elections of, the kind of research, develop black tip shark. Hey, look, little sharky, little shark. I did deal with a little bit of sharks. Their skin is very rough, like sandpaper skin. And this guy, I don't know. He's not alive though. He's in the opera. Oh, here we go. Football. Yes, the football camps and all this kind of thing. They're getting back. Oh look, we're practicing the football.
We're here.
Catch it. Okay, make like you're faking it. Oh look, catch it over here. So they're having some football, getting ready for that. So here's the NFL bids, doing the same. They're following our lead. And there's canoe. There's some paddling canoe stuff. Oh gosh. Okay, we need to tie this up a little bit shorter. Here, back in the day. Remember 1963? Yes, when you want to relax in 63, you just go outside the Capitol and paint things. Oh, look, we're painting these. Anyways, this is the Lions Club donated 2 bus stop shelters and Union 4th Street Mall turned to paint $3,000 structures, and they're out there doing it by hand. Lions Club. Hey, we'll paint them. Oh, okay. No one else saves the money for the county. Going beyond relics. So Civil War Museum in Atlanta. Is it Georgia? Yeah. So, yeah, the South will rise again. Here's the relics. Definitely preserve history and display it all, and be more truthful about history. Take it down, blacks. No such thing as slavery. Here's these guys. They're in Japan, and there's a restaurant in Portland, Oregon. Ocean Aloha. In Hawaiian street food in Sweden. Oh, look. Yeah, cash in on that. Aloha late lunch. Oh.
I can't see you.
Oh, here we go. Earth and energy beat the overheat. There's Earth's an ice cream cone melting. Yeah, don't tell me how you can't deny the climate change. The world is heating up. Air conditioning alone won't save us, right? Yeah, that's true. Oh, look, political cartoon. And the GOP elephant. Oh, I took Iran and war in Iran. So they're going to be permanently known as this war in Iran right now. That's their big thing, war in Iran. Gee, that's not going well. What else we got here?
Ballot must be rescued, long-term conservation, Democrat the Democrat houses, Christian Foundation,
Some good ones. How about this one?
Progressive Dems, not root of domestic evil.
Cal Thomas calls progressive Democrats communists and enemies of the Constitution.
Domestic socialist agenda revealed domestic enemies. Cite article July 21st.
In fact, Republican Theodore Roosevelt was an early progressive promoting labor rights and worker safety, protections for consumers from unsafe food and drugs, the reduction of political corruption, and the conservation of natural resources. Franklin Delano Roosevelt created Social Security and other programs to protect Americans from financial catastrophe. Access to health care was expanded with Medicare and Medicaid in the 1960s and later with Obamacare. Despite opposition from wealthy conservatives, these programs became law and enjoy wide support. Conservatives like Thomas suggest that the only answer to the debt crisis is to cut social programs and regulations. Progressive policies that benefit working people are neither radical nor un-American. Instead, restore income, estate, and corporate tax rates to previous levels and eliminate the loopholes that allow the wealthy to avoid paying their fair share. Jeffrey Griswold, Kailua. Oh, thank you, Jeffrey, for sending in your letter and talking into where here, there, everywhere, the public. It's public domain. Saying anything and talking in tutu voice. This MAGA Project 2025 thing is cutting with the big, beautiful disaster, is cutting gigantic taxes for gigantic things like big corporation, big oil, big corporation, these kind of things, and then gutting programs like USAID that provides aid to starving people and medical attention. And that's how pandemics go. They cut the support for USAID, and these pandemics will pop up in other countries and spread. And there's airplanes, and boats. And these cutting of programs and taking away their labor forces with Doge and cutting all those things. And God, they talk about Medicare and Medicaid. They're going, we gotta cut funding for them in order to support what? Billions upon billions upon billions for the Pentagon to go wage war? So dumbass can have a notch, a feather in his cap. I gave oil prices down because it created the thing. It's a problem. And it's billions, 100 billions and billions. And he He's the biggest waste, fraud, and abuse there is with all that corruption and the billions he's gaining for his own pocket and him and his family. Trump is corrupt and lying and profiting off the presidency and all those millions and billions of dollars, and then giving the super wealthy and corporate tax breaks, and the rest of us are paying for it. And social progress. No wonder there's things like progressive democratic things like get rid of that stuff. Yeah, I agree. And they don't understand what communism and socialism is in history. They don't have their definitions right. They're just throwing those words out there as scare tactics to get people to vote for them for the midterm election. Democrats might take over likely the House of Representatives, and it's an iffy if they take over the Senate after the midterm elections. So that's the only really way, and some courts are fighting back with this waste fraud thing too. I mean, if Trump gets his way, he's going to have a weaponization fund, and he'll have that back. Or he'll have that as a topic of distraction at least. The Biden administration weaponized the Department of Justice, and that's exactly what Trump is doing now. He's far past weaponizing the Department of Justice. He's gone all full force getting his enemies. And it's just so much stuff. It makes me dizzy, and I don't want to talk too long. Anyways, it's Sunday. Have a pleasant Sunday. Go vote when it comes around. It's the primaries, but then primaries are important. Go vote. Vote your conscience and keep it secret. Okay? Aloha to you. Have a good one. I'm gonna press the right button. Sorry if I'm long. I'm out of practice. Aloha. I'll do it. Okay, press the right button. Aloha. Go stay cool. Hopefully it'll be breezy today. Aloha. Aloha to you. Aloha. Bye.